To all the new graduates of Gateway's Institute of Science and Technology. First of all, a wonderful afternoon and a happy Valentine's to all of you. Happy Valentine's! I must admit, I am a hopeless romantic. I wear red every Valentine's Day. I have always kept this day sacred and reserved for my husband, my children, my mother, my family. And so, when Mr. Jose Montenegro invited me to be a speaker today, my initial reaction was to decline. It is Valentine's Day, and nothing will take me away from my loved ones on this special day. But when Jomon, as I fondly call him, explained that I was to speak before young graduates, in a heartbeat, I said yes. To be given this, can I remove this? To be given this opportunity to speak before young minds is indeed a great honor. There is nothing more inspiring for me than youth and promise. And this afternoon, this place is overflowing with both. I would like to personally congratulate each and every one of you for all your achievements. I am sure that you have worked extremely hard and that you all deserve to graduate from this great institute. You have made your parents, families, friends, and teachers very proud. May I now ask all the new graduates of Gateway's Institute of Science and Technology to rise and be recognized. Thank you. Commencement exercises are viewed as a final rite or a pagtatapos in Filipino. For me, commencement exercises mean the beginning of a new journey. Events and ceremonies such as this are a perfect way to show you young graduates how important it is to have achieved what you have achieved, to pursue your dreams, and to inspire you in believing in patience, passion, hard work, and excellence. So I would like to commend and congratulate the organizers of this commencement exercises. Palakpakan naman po natin ang administration, executive officers, and faculty ng Gateway's Institute of Science and Technology. Thank you very, very much for making me a part of one of the most important days in the lives of all our young graduates present here today. I wanted to speak to the graduates of the Gateway's Institute of Science and Technology because I believe that you have the minds that can make wonderful contributions to the world. In this day, and what many call the global age, the world is moving fast towards higher technology, science, computers, and innovations. With improvements in science and technology, the world has become smaller and smaller. Computerization has led to interconnection and allowed access to information and transfer of communication to and from different places all over the world in an incredible speed, never thought of by our ancestors. All of you, therefore, as graduates of G.I.S.T, are equipped with knowledge, skills, and values that can shape the future of our country and all the world. All of you are very young, with long, exciting lives ahead of you. Your future is in your hands. But before going to the future, let me now ask you to express your gratitude towards the people who have helped you grow and learn and who have inspired you. Do not forget to thank your supportive parents, brothers and sisters, families, teachers, and mentors, because without them, you would not be where you are today. Once upon a time, like some of you here today, I also graduated at the top of my class as a valedictorian. Once upon a time, like some of you here today, I also attended my college graduation with my mother and my father. During those times, I failed to express my gratitude to my parents. And then, at the very young age of 23, I suddenly lost my father, who is also a lawyer like me and my inspiration. Without me having been able to thank him for what he had done for me. I do not want that to happen to you. I do not want you to regret. And so, I ask all of you, dear honorees, to face your parents, your families, your dearest friends, and teachers, and say thank you aloud to all of them. Say thank you. Ang pamilya, ang mga teachers. Our families and real friends make our lives bright and joyful and make so many wonderful things. Never ever forget to thank God. Thank Him every time you wake up in the morning for the gift of life. Thank Him every night before you go to sleep for all His blessings. With God, you will never be lost. With God, everything is beautiful, everything makes sense, and life is driven with purpose. Speaking of purpose, do you know what exactly you are passionate about? Some of you may have already found it, and you are very lucky. Ever since I was young, I always had a passion for music, for the performing arts, and for organizing events. At a grade school reunion a few years ago, a former teacher of mine said, "We will never forget you, Dot." Asked why, the teacher said that in almost all the school programs when we were in elementary, I would MC, I would sing, play the piano, play the guitar, dance, act. I was practically in all the program numbers, she said. And to top it all, I would also be the director of the school event. Everyone thought then that I would end up a singer or an actress. But then, I had also wanted to be a lawyer, like my parents and my oldest sister, Marika. Instead of taking up music, as my voice teacher, Professor Estanislao, strongly recommended, I went on to take up law at the University of the Philippines, where my sister Marika also studied. But even as a college student and as a law student, I never let go of my passion for music. In college, I joined the UP Concert Chorus, and in the UP College of Law, I joined the UP College of Law Glee Club called the Charivari. And when I was taken in as a congressional chief of staff, I put up an events and entertainment company and opened a tutorial and music school. I have produced and directed concerts, co-produced and even acted in an award-winning movie, and stage musicals. I have always nurtured my passions. I am living the life the way I want to live it. So, dear graduates, live your life. Participate in it. Seize the moment and do not be afraid to take risks and chances. This is the only way by which you will find what is important to you. What makes your heart beat? What will pull you out of bed in the morning, eager to face the day? If there is one thing that I want you to remember in this speech of mine, then it is this. It is your own heart that you must follow. Do not ever live out someone else's dreams, because it is your life. When we are doing what we love, we don't need to work a day in our lives. This is because work will not feel like work. It will not feel like something you have to do, but something you love to do. It will become your way of life. And when you are pursuing what you are passionate about, you will find true happiness. For those of you who have not found your passion, do not fret. Sometimes our passion unfold themselves slowly to us, and we must be patient. Sometimes you discover it at a much later time. Such is the case of my passion for writing. Way back in 1994, when I was launched by my then manager, Boy Abunda, as the singing lawyer, Mr. Ricky Law called Boy Abunda and asked him if I would be interested to write for the Philippine Star. Tito Boy Abunda said to me, "Wow, Dot, ang swerte mo naman. Ang dami-dami, libo-libo ang gustong sumulat sa Philippine Star. Pero ikaw ang tinawagan pa ng editor ng Philippine Star Entertainment Section." Back then, I had my doubts. I was not an English major, and writing was not cut out for me. I thought, I would rather be seen or heard performing. And so, I did not pursue this opportunity. Then, in 2005, or more than 10 years later, my husband and I went on a trip to India. And lo and behold, after seeing the majestic Taj Mahal and learning of the love story between the king and the queen, I just saw myself writing an emotional piece on the plane back home to the Philippines on what I saw and felt at the Taj Mahal. I submitted the article to Mr. Ricky Lo, my very first article. That is 10 years after he offered me to write. The article was published. It got very good reviews. And Ricky Lo said, "You should really be writing more, Dot." I have been writing for the Philippine Star ever since that day. And I have not stopped thanking Ricky Lo for believing in me. So yes, passion can be developed at a very late time in your life. Now, once you know what you are passionate about, or what you want to do for the rest of your life, have a vision. As new graduates, ask yourselves, what career path do I want to take? What kind of a job am I looking for? Do I still want to pursue further studies? Whatever it is, keep on striving for excellence and be the best that you can be. Be honest and fair in all your endeavors and grow into a person of integrity. Integrity should always, and I repeat, always rule you. It will be very hard, I promise you, as there will always be temptations to cheat, temptations to steal, and to be mediocre. But the rewards of integrity are far greater. You will enjoy the trust and respect of your colleagues, your staff, and the whole community. Now, as to what job you really want to be in, we go back to what really is most important to you. In my case, I was offered a job 14 years ago in a Hollywood-based entertainment company that had a branch here in the Philippines, with a salary that was 5 times higher than my government salary. I would have had the luxury of traveling all over Asia and in the US. And mind you, I love traveling very, very much. But the offer was made when my son John was only 10 and my daughter Mika was only a toddler at 2 years old. And I thought, it would make me very miserable to be away from my family for long periods of time. I also wanted to be a hands-on mother. So I made a choice and did not accept the offer. I continued working in the government with a lot of time for my children. I became active as a parent officer in my children's schools and a strong supporter for my husband's career. Now, my son has graduated from the Ateneo de Manila College, University, and has put up his own businesses, and is also now a writer for several print and online print media. My daughter graduated honors from the Miriam Grade School and is now a third-year high school student at the Philippine Science High School, and is also a contributor for the Philippine Star. My husband is one of the most in-demand intellectual property lawyers, is an officer of such established enterprises as the Manila Pavilion Hotel and Forever 21 Philippines, is a Freeport area of Bataan director representing foreign investors whom he encourages to invest in the Philippines, and is currently a very much respected past Rotary District Governor. You ask me, do I regret having chosen my family over a career that will take me away from them? Not a single bit. So again, my dear graduates, in choosing your job, think and decide carefully what is really most important to you. Whatever it is you decide to pursue, never give up your thirst for knowledge. And remember the adage, it is never too late. Learning is a lifelong process, and the world and other people have so much to teach us. Knowledge and learning are weightless treasures, things you can carry with you everywhere. Read books, watch movies, pursue new hobbies, and embark on different adventures. Once you stop learning, you stop living. As for me, I was born during the typewriter and humongous telephones era. I was the most low-tech person you could ever think of. But the world keeps changing and we have to keep up. It was very hard for me to accept the gadget called cell phone. I always thought it took so much of one's time from reading beautiful books. Now, I can't live without it. I even have one smart cell phone and one globe cell phone. I did not know how to use a computer. My children had the most difficult time teaching me. I had to write down everything from power on to using the mouse, which I always thought was just a pest in the buildings. Mouse. Now, I am even a part of several e-groups and I'm very much enjoying Facebook, like a lot of you. Before I end, I have a big, big favor to ask from all of you. As a Filipino, I hope that each one of you will develop strong love for our country and will strive to change the things that must be changed in our society. Strive to make a difference, because no matter how small one's contribution might seem, it is never insignificant. As a writer for the Philippine Star, I have helped the Gawad Kalinga. As a First Lady of a Rotary District Governor, I have involved myself in fundraising activities, medical and dental missions for the less fortunate. I have several scholars in my name. I have organized fundraising concerts for artists in need. You do not have to do anything grand. Buying Filipino products will go a long way into helping Filipino workers and their families. By the way, if you are wondering what I am wearing today, and it's not in the color red, which is the color of the day, I am proud to say that I am wearing Philippine piña, made by a Filipino shop called Ocasyon. And I am very, very proud of it. Palakpakan po natin ang Filipino products. Being graduates of the G.I.S.T, I know that companies all over the world will demand your skills and talents. Maybe half of you will find what you are looking for here on our very soil. Some of you will get employed by top companies of this country. Some of you might take over family businesses and expand it. Some of you might put up your own businesses, your own restaurants, your own hotels, and help provide jobs for our fellow Filipinos. If this is your plan, you have already earned my deep respect. Now, for the rest of you, I completely understand that because of decreased employment opportunities, existing competition, and low salaries, you might not find your dreams in the country and might decide to go abroad. You will work and earn overseas, and hopefully still doing what you studied for and not doing something less. You will support your relatives by sending money back here, which is really wonderful. But if you do choose this path, I hope that you will always remember what I tell you this afternoon. Give something back to your country. And do not forget the Filipino values that you have been taught. After your stint abroad, keep in mind that the Philippines will welcome you back because we need you here. Or, if you do choose to live abroad, make sure you will help build something that would benefit your fellow Filipinos. Dear honorees, we need your skills and talents here. We need your business ideas here. We need your creativity here. We need you to improve the Philippines and help improve the lives of our countrymen. Give back to the Philippines and be a hero. So, my dear honorees and future heroes, let me repeat the most important points of my talk. Never forget to thank your parents, family, teachers, and friends, and never ever take them for granted. Never forget to thank God. Whatever you choose to be or to do, be honest and fair. Act with integrity. Never give up your thirst for knowledge, and remember the adage, it is never too late. Strive for excellence in everything that you do, and be the best that you can be. Love your country and give back to the community. Know what you are passionate about and nurture your passion. Do what you love. Live your life. Seize the moment. And do not be afraid to take risks and chances. And last but not the least, always remember to find out what is important to you. Follow your heart. Congratulations once again. And following this year's theme, I would like to say to all of you to go the distance and make a difference in the lives of others. Go the distance and make this world a better place for future generations. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Gateway's Institute of Science and Technology, plaque of appreciation is hereby given to Atty. Maria Dorotea Ramos Balasbas Gancayco for her invaluable support as guest of honor and speaker during its 19th commencement exercises. Given this 14th day of February 2012 at Crossroads 77 Convenarium, Timog Avenue, Quezon City. With this year's theme, Go the Distance, signed Jose O. Montenegro, President and School Director. Thank you very much to our speaker.
You should treat all those challenges as just mountains to climb. So here's the very beautiful song, Climb Every Mountain, for everyone.